I want to now take you to Migori County, where we have our Duncan Hayemba. This was the scene of some dramatic scenes with two returning officers giving different results and declaring two different candidates as winners today. Duncan, we do know from here at Orange House that the Migori results have been nullified. I wonder what the reaction is like on the ground.
Yvonne, yes, as I'm on standby, that is the kind of reaction that I'm being confronted here. Some residents, they are saying they want to know at what point Migori had two people given the ODM ticket at the same time, and how, again, dramatically in the evening, Nairobi said they've nullified that particular victory for whoever, because now we can't tell who is the real one, who is the fake one. But that is the question, that's the debate that is still here. Quick one, I'll start with you. Ikakuaje Migori mmechagua gavana wawili kwa siku moja?
Mimi bila ninaweza zungumza kwa hapa hivi, nasema kwamba mimi nilichagua gavana yangu ilikuwa jana Sakari Okoto bado, na nikajua kwamba ndio gavana yangu ambao nimechagua, mpaka akaenda kwa college akakaa akatangazwa kwamba Obado ndio msindi wa ODM. Baadaye sisi tumeenda tumesindikiza mzee mpaka kwake, tumetoka kwake, tumekuja tumepata kwamba kitu tena imechaguliwa kwingine.
So Nairobi imesema kwamba tutasonga hivi. Nairobi imesema kwamba kuna manake wote wawili wamesema walipewa vyeti ni vya ODM, kwamba wameshinda, yani zile provisional certificates. On that basis wote wakajitangaza. Nairobi imesema potelea pote. Mko tayari kwa shughuli nyingine ya uchaguzi ama mnashikilia vipi?
Kama ni hivyo, tuko tayari kuchagua gavana yote, ule mwenye tutachagua. Lakini kwa sasa hivi tunasema hivi, tulichagua Sakari Okoto bado as governor wa Migori, lakini venye tuliona venye watu wanasema upande huu wa Migori, watu wengi wanaserekea Ochilo yako, lakini venye naongelea mimi mwenyewe Okoto bado tulichagua, lakini Sakari Ochilo yako
sawa, akachaguliwa na wengine. Kwa kifupi sana, dakika moja tunataka kurudi Nairobi. Una maoni yenu ni yapi?
Mimi maoni yangu kama mkaaji wa Migori, sisi tulichagua Sakari Okoto bado kama gavana wetu. Gavana Okoto bado alipata kura 1142.
Ochilo pia alisema zake ni 1110.
Ochilo wakati tulikuwa college, presiding officer alitangaza Obado kama mshindi. Baadaye Ochilo alichukua watu wengine wachache wakaenda kujitangaza huko hoteli ingine ambayo sisi hatujui.
Well, Yvonne, that gives you the feeling here. Some they are saying, in as much as that has been reached, that is the decision that the National Elections Board has actually arrived at. They have no problem going back to the ballot to do that, but exactly basi kwa dakika moja mtu wa Ochilo basi, lakini unajua hapa si rally. Okay, dakika moja hapa, just in a minute.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, sawa.
This way.
Okay.
Be fast because I only have a minute.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right.
The fact that they existed.
Okay, we would like to come back to Nairobi. I'm sure there's much more reactions that are coming out of Migori now as we await the next step. We will definitely come back to you, Duncan Hayemba in Migori. We thank you very much for that. Now, here in Nairobi, ODM supporters woke up to the news that the party nominations had been postponed to this coming Sunday. That is the 30th of April. Timothy Atieno has those details, and he joins me live now from our city center studios. Timothy, good evening. So tell us about quite a bit of news that was coming out of Orange House this evening, including, the situation in Migori and Homa Bay, and also with what happened in Taita Taveta with Thomas Madegu flooring incumbent John Murutu?
Well, Yvonne, of course, news coming from Nairobi is not so sweet to the ears of incumbent governors, those whom you've mentioned, of course, John Brutu from Taita Taveta, Okoth Obado from Migori, as well as Cyprian Awiti from Homa Bay County. The National Elections Board of the ODM party has, as you all know now, that has suspended the gubernatorial results for both counties of Migori and Homa Bay. And of course, they have said that they are putting in place measures that include what appears to be caretakers. Now, the ODM party has appointed caretakers to sort of oversee the conduct of elections for the rescheduled two counties, that is Homa Bay County and Migori County. Now, for those two counties, 3 individuals have been tasked to go on a fact-finding mission with immediate effect to try and, first of all, highlight what went wrong and then come up with the possible recommendations for what to do next. Should the elections be cancelled? Should the elections remain as is? Let's just listen to what Agnes Zani said in regards to these 3 individuals who are tasked with that huge task.
This team is going to be led by the National Deputy Treasurer, Honorable Timothy Bosire, and will comprise of the National Assembly Minority Whip, Honorable Thomas Mwadegu, and NEB Commissioner, Mr. Dominic Motindi. The 3 are expected in Migori and Homa Bay counties immediately. Once again, we want to reiterate as we move towards the end of the primaries that let's keep to the rules of the game. Let's do what is expected of us. Let us continue to participate as we have so that we get to the end of this exercise as we have planned to, and we're very sure that we'll get to that point.
Siski Studio. Well, of course, Yvonne, aside from that, Nairobi County ODM nominations are supposed to take place today. That has been postponed to Sunday, and the National Elections Board has elected the National Deputy Party Leader, Mombasa Governor Hassan Omar, to spearhead that reorganization and supervise the exercise that is expected to take place on Sunday. Aside from that, the National Elections Board also did settle the issue of Taita Taveta County. We saw last week incumbent Governor John Mrutu, of course, insisting that he did not lose the nominations pending 5 polling stations that had not yet cast their vote due to bad weather and delay of delivery of ballot papers. The National Elections Board has pronounced itself on the matter, has said that they have evidence that 4 polling stations did actually undergo elections on that day. Of course, they're saying they have MCAs with certificates to prove the same, and therefore the results remain as is. The results for Taita Taveta County, meaning that the incumbent Governor John Mrutu could have lost his nomination seat for the ODM ticket to Wundanyi Member of Parliament Thomas Mwadegu. So that was what was happening in Nairobi today, Yvonne.
Right, thanks very much, Timothy Otieno. Of course, the Nairobi primary is now taking place this coming Sunday. We'll definitely keep an eye on that.